Hello, YouTube homies. It's me, Yellow Ferret. This is going to be a pretty unusual video for me. Not at all my usual thing. But this is my channels and I make the rules here. So if you don't like it, you can just start your own YouTube channel. Yep, so as I said, this is not my typical kind of video. I'll probably never do a video like this again. But I happened to come up with a theory that I felt especially intriguing and I wanted to share it. And as you can probably guess from the high-tech visuals here, we will be discussing a theory related to the world of Harry Potter. The theory is Salazar Slytherin alive? Well, sort of. So I kind of got this idea from another channel, the Super Carlin Brothers. If you like Harry Potter theories or anything Harry Potter, pretty much, you should definitely check them out. They have a lot of really interesting videos on that topic. But the video that inspired this one was about the Chamber of Secrets with an S on the end. And I was fixing pancakes for lunch, so I wasn't really listening too closely, but the gist was that Salazar Slytherin's petrified body was potentially in the chamber. And Harry, for example, never realized that or found it because he was only there to save Ginny, and in so doing managed to kill Voldemort and a basilisk in the process. Now, if I remember my mythology correctly, a basilisk is a feathered serpent that is hatched from a chicken egg incubated by a toad. I see lots of problems with getting that accomplished, but let's move on to the actual theory, which is, what if the basilisk was Salazar Slytherin's Horcrux? Yeah, it always kind of bothered me that the basilisk listened to Voldemort, and only Voldemort, not Harry, even though Harry could speak Parseltongue. To my knowledge, basilisks are not known to obey anyone, even their creators, even if said creator is a Parseltongue, or a parcel mouth. So why was Voldemort able to control it even if he was Slytherin's heir? And for that matter, how did Salazar Slytherin control it? So, only 2 wizards have been known to create a Horcrux, one being Voldemort, of course, who actually created multiple of them, and somebody or other, the Fowl. No, I didn't care enough to actually look up the Fowl's first name. But just because they were the only 2 known to have created a Horcrux, or several, that doesn't mean that others didn't. Others definitely could have, so why not Salazar Slytherin? Of course, only dark wizards would make a Horcrux, but he definitely was. Sorry, Slytherins. I'm sure there are many nice Slytherins out there, but your namesake was very bad. Very dark. Anyway, and, a snake, or any living creature, but particularly a snake, it's not like that's completely unheard of. Voldemort turned Nagini into a Horcrux, after all. And if the basilisk was a Horcrux, this, I think, would explain how Salazar Slytherin and later Voldemort could control it, because the piece of soul inside it could recognize the person it came from, its origin, if you will, and the descendants of the person it once belonged to. And this would also explain why the Chamber of Secrets was the Chamber of Secrets, not the Chamber of Secret, or the Chamber of a big giant snake, because the basilisk Horcrux inside a secret chamber could probably be considered within a secret. It could be, a basilisk Horcrux. and the secret chamber could be considered a secret within a secret within a secret. Now there are two small flaws with this idea, or potential flaws. Number one is that Harry is a Horcrux, with a piece of Voldemort's own soul inside him, so couldn't he theoretically have tried to control the basilisk? Well, he didn't ever actually try. But he was also trying to stop Voldemort, and I believe that would constitute a threat to the basilisk, and Horcruxes are going to try and protect themselves, even if the one trying to destroy them was the one who made them. So it would have tried to kill Harry anyway. I don't think that's a big issue. Also, Horcruxes are incredibly hard to destroy. You need something like basilisk venom or fiend fire to destroy the object, typically. And at the time that Harry stabbed the basilisk with the sword of Gryffindor, the sword was a very powerful magical object, but it was not actually impregnated with basilisk venom yet, as far as we know. However, again, I feel like there could be several explanations for this. For example, perhaps having just one Horcrux would make it naturally weaker than multiple Horcruxes. Maybe having multiple Horcruxes could strengthen the magic of all of them. We don't have a ton of information on Horcruxes. That kind of thing is not widely available in the wizarding world, so I feel like it's a possibility. Or living Horcruxes just might be more vulnerable than inanimate objects would be. Living Horcruxes, the only one we know of is Nagini, besides Harry himself. So we don't really know. Could theoretically, could a living creature just be stabbed with a sword or a knife or whatever? Could a living Horcrux theoretically just be naturally more vulnerable, more easily destroyed than an inanimate one? But let's not forget that, having said all that, there are still more explanations. For example, basilisk venom could have dripped from the basilisk's fang onto the sword as Harry was stabbing it, or at some other point, potentially during the fighting, running, whatever that Harry was doing. Or Harry could have actually punctured the venom gland as he stabbed the snake in the mouth. So bottom line, I love this theory because a basilisk Horcrux's biggest weakness could very possibly be itself, and I love the irony in that. And that's all for this video. I'll see you later, homies.